But I want you to listen to two young men who are going to speak for a few moments. As you know, every year we have a different person speak. I couldn't help remember this morning. I thought about all the men who fathered me, and Dr. Norman Spencer, whose son is here today. He gave us a word, a blessing last year. He's in another church this year. He's not with us physically, but he was one of the men that I know I thank God for in my priesthood. He was a great, I'm the fourth son of the Spencer family because of what he meant to me. So you don't know about next year. You don't know what's going to happen. And so we claim every day as a gift from God. But in praying about how I wanted to run this Father's Day prayer breakfast, what came to mind was young people and the word about the importance of encouraging our youth. We could talk about the Black Lives Matter, all that, which is true, but we have to do more than just talk about it. And we have to give example of it. As a pastor, I'm always trying to find new ways to raise up our community. And so in prayer, what came to mind was two young men I've known for a good while now, 10 years. And I asked Kyle and Matt, his brothers, to speak about their dad. Their dad didn't know this. I did all behind his back. But Carl is an example to me. He's a good man. He's a fine man. I've known him from my days at St. Therese. And I just asked him, very not going to give up here and give any kind of big theological or deep talk, but just simply from the heart. What does your dad mean to you? What does dad mean to me? And what does my pop mean to me? And thank God for the gift of strong parents, but these young men would not be where they are today if it were not for their mom and dad, and especially their fathers. With that in mind, a word from Matt and Kyle George.
Good morning, church.
Good morning.
My name is Matthew. This is my brother Kyle. Well, thank you for coming out today. It's just good to see all these beautiful faces and young faces. Basically, we're here today because first Sunday, we honor this day to the Lord, and it's a good thing that we're all here. It's a crazy world out there, and we are here all together, and we'll see the rest of our families later. But now we're giving importance to basically the men that raised us, the men that we look to, and basically we want to see ourselves as one day. And now we're growing up, we're realizing more and more that our Father has done a lot for us, and we see every day how we're becoming Him. And a few things that He instilled in us that we sometimes take for granted, but when we look at it, we're honored to have that in us. And one thing for me is honesty. He always told us to be first honest to ourselves.
Amen.
Not following the trends, not doing things just because. He told us to just move on with what we believe in, and also be true to other people. You know, there's no reason to lie. Just be honest with yourself, and those who recognize that will soon follow and honor you as well.
Yeah. When Father reached out to me and said, he wanted us to talk to, not the church, but at Father's Day breakfast about what fatherhood meant to us, I replied, Father, no problem. You didn't even, have to ask. He told me, but I live in D.C., so he had to ask. But I've realized that we've been here every year for this, and Dad doesn't ask much of us, but to come together on this day means a lot to him and means a lot to us as well. So one thing that he instilled in us is family, right? Leading by example, if you will. Like Matt said, now that we're older, understanding that, he had us when he was about, my age, not knowing what to do. You always look at your father as, he knows exactly what to say, when to say it, and things like that. But for him to, tell us that he was scared at times, or, didn't know if he was teaching us the right things or doing the right things, it helps us understand that we're not all perfect, but that we can, make mistakes and come back from mistakes and really become the best person that you can be. And one thing that he told me a few years ago that really touched me is that seeing us succeed is one of his biggest accomplishments. And that meant a lot to me because it puts not pressure on yourself, but to realize that you, just like Father said, we're made in the image of God. He's made us in the image of him. So my goal is to start a family one day and to pass these values down, because not everyone has that opportunity. And I think as a community, whether, like Father said, we're biological fathers, we're all men, and we can all, share with each other. And it takes a village to raise a child. So I thank the church for bringing us together every year to do this, and I'll let that.
So, yeah, those things are just things we notice now and we're grateful for. But one thing that we see that we didn't really see in our other friends growing up, they didn't have a father that was there for them every single day to wake them up,
Make breakfast.
yeah. And it's just it now. But I'm grateful for that because there's not a lot of people that have somebody like me. And it's an honor to just have that in my life. To know that you are the expectation that I'm supposed to be. When it comes to starting a family, raising kids, I want to be there for my children the way that you were for us. And I thank you for that.
Mr. Carl, you got your Father's Day gift already. You don't need a tie, you don't need dinner, you don't need golf balls. But what a powerful moment. I've been here 5 years. Tomorrow, my 5th anniversary here as pastor. And I've seen many great things in this church. And that was one of my best moments. To see that and to hear that moment. And again, just kind of breathe that in, just how blessed we are. When I was in the Archdiocese in administration, I knew a lot about different churches. And when I say we have something special here, I mean it. It's not just boasting. I do know that other churches don't have the blessings that we have. And we can never take that for granted. And the gift that we have and the blessing that, you're right, I reached out to Kyle first when he was over the distance. He just said, Father, what do you need? This doesn't matter, I'll do it. And that comes from the strength of both his mom and his dad. But the icon of Mr. Carl and all he does to make our church, and in a very quiet, humble way. I know he doesn't like attention, but we just thank God. We need to hear that sometimes. We need to hear that and raise it up. And I hope the young men here especially receive that word today and understand the importance of that. And speaking about not just talking the talk, but walking the walk, because as men, we don't just talk about it. We have to be about it. Amen? Eli just came in. There's still breakfast available, so please get your breakfast before we end. So feel free to go up and get your breakfast.